I thought I was live because you have to click it twice, but I only clicked it once. So, sorry guys about that technical issue. Thank you, Jennifer Swain. Otherwise, I would still be talking. So, today, you guys, oh my gosh. It's bad enough to imagine being woke up in the middle of the night, a little after 2 a.m., and being forcibly removed from your home. Now imagine the worst is it's actually your mother who's 84 years old and dependent on the medicine back at the house. So at 2 a.m., Savannah Guthrie's mother was forcibly, according to the sheriff, removed from her home. Let's talk about this together, you guys. Welcome to 1111 True Crime. Sorry for the delay. Thank you for reminding me to kick it down and hit the button. We have some of the most beloved women right here with us. So Savannah Guthrie is the younger one, and she hosts the Today Show and has for a very, very long time. She is adorable. We all love her, look forward to seeing her. And often her guest would be her mother, Nancy. And so America got to love Nancy as well as Savannah, who has become very, very, very famous. What was discovered on Sunday morning at 11 is they couldn't find their mother. She didn't come to church. Someone from church had called and said, even though your mother comes 3 times a week religiously to church, never misses it, she didn't show up today. Is everything okay? The family goes to the home of Nancy, and what they discover is absolutely alarming. This is what is already known. There is evidence here that not only suggests that this person was removed from their home, but that it was forceful. And even though the sheriff hasn't disclosed all the little details, it's coming out on Fox News and ABC that there was a trail of blood from inside the home and drops of blood all the way out towards the driveway. Also, her pacemaker that's inside her body connects to her Apple Watch, which was on her nightstand. And the last time her Apple Watch synced up to her pacemaker was 2 a.m. So naturally, you're like, was it home invasion? Did somebody try to steal things? Her billfold's there. Her phone is there. Her car is still there. There's nothing that they are seeing that has been removed from the home. So then we have to ask, who would do this to this little old lady that everybody, all of the US Today team, considered as a mother figure to them as well? All right, so this is a very beloved individuals here. Savannah is treasured by us, and her mother, from everything we know, is just an absolutely wonderful woman. Tina Gonzalez says, praying she's found safe and sound. Me too. Linda said she has been without her medicine for 3 days. I'm hoping she is okay. I fear the worst. Yes, because the sheriff has made it clear, church train coming through, that she needs medicine every 24 hours or it could be fatal. And so with us being in that, 72-hour mark is coming up, well, has already passed. That's scary. That's very scary. Yes, this is very scary. Beautiful shirt, Mama D. Oh, thank you. It's got frillies. Broken Goth Doll says, I suspect a family member. Interesting. I do think it's somebody that knows her. Debbie Gazzardo says, wow, what a nightmare. Linda says, I don't think her family didn't do this. I'm not sure what you're saying, love. News update, ransom note was sent to TMZ. Ooh, we gotta go look. I figured there was something. Whoops, sorry guys. The reason I'm saying that is because the sheriff was asked 3 times by Ashley Banfield and during the news presser if there was a ransom note. I'm looking it up. And he would not answer yes or no. He would simply say, we're following up on leads. All right, let me get over here. We're going to go to the widescreen. Thank you so very much for sharing that. Who said that? Cindy Clark. Thank you, lovely. Let me just get over to this and give it a share. So TMZ breaking news right here, you guys. Not only was the pacemaker not able to sync up after 2 a.m., there's blood leading down towards the driveway from the house. All right. It says, according to TMZ, that Nancy Guthrie's kidnapping. TMZ gets alleged ransom note demanding big bucks in Bitcoin. It says another scary twist in the disappearance of Today host Savannah Guthrie's kidnapped mother. Her name is Nancy, by the way. TMZ has received an alleged ransom note demanding payment for the release of Nancy Guthrie. The note, which was sent to us Tuesday morning, demands a specific substantial amount of Bitcoin. The amount is in the millions, and the note demands the cryptocurrency be sent to a very specific Bitcoin address. TMZ has verified the Bitcoin address is real. There's a deadline connected to the alleged ransom and an element of quote or else. In the moment of our live stream above, Harvey and Charles said she was wearing an item mentioned in the note. In fact, the note says she is not wearing it. The alleged ransom note also describes another item the sender says was damaged at her home area, her Tucson home area. Okay, that's interesting. The alleged ransom note also describes another item the sender says was damaged in her Tucson area home. We forwarded the alleged ransom demand to the Pima County Sheriff. Nancy was reported missing Sunday, and her disappearance has been labeled as an abduction, and homicide detectives are on the case. Now, if you do see this lovely lady, let me make it a little bigger here. This lady is 84 years old. I need you to call 911 if you see her. And if you have a tip, make sure and call the local sheriff. Last seen January 31st of 2026 at a residence near East Skyline Drive and North Campbell Avenue. Unknown what clothing she may be wearing. Bless her heart. This is so unforgivable. Liked, and I can't hype until after the video. Thank you, Linda. Jennifer says, I trust TMZ. All right, you guys, I want to talk about some things. Why is Border Patrol? Let's just get over here before I get back into all the other stuff. Why is Border Patrol involved? Do they fear, with her being in Arizona, right there next to New Mexico? I know New Mexico is still the U.S., but you go a little bit further south, you got the Mexico border. Why is Border Control there? Or are they afraid that this kidnappers or kidnapper took her out of the country? Is that a deal? And they've already stated, the sheriff says they have DNA being sent off on a rush to find out whose blood this is. Hopefully they can put it through the codex and come up with a connection. I'm pretty sure the DNA would come from the blood that was found in the home that is trailing down towards the driveway. Children and elderly, some of our most valuable people. Very much so, Broken Goth. Very much so. Nancy is so loved. She truly is. as Americans, we see this as part of our American world of what is right in America. A mother that actually cares, that is a daughter that is attached to the mother lovingly so, bringing her on to the news program, sharing moments with us and leaving us with good feeling in our heart. And now Savannah and her family are desperately trying to find out, where is their mother, and is she safe? Is she okay? And it's heartbreaking. It puts a sense of urgency with this medicine too. The longer we're away from this medicine, the more she's at risk for a medical failure, if you follow me. Linda says, looking for the person who worked for her. You know it's $1 million estate, and she has mobility issues, so she's going to have staff. There's going to be staff. Hi, Lodi Bronte. Hey, this is the first I've heard about the ransom note. Could be a nut job, though. Plenty crawl out of the woodwork in a crime case. Absolutely could be. I do find it interesting that they named two things, one of them being broken in the home, that the news has not shared, that would be relative to the crime. And that's why the police keep information so tight to the vest, because that way they know, is this a real ransom? You feel me? Okay. We're going to be running a little bit late today because I started late, so all of my lives are going to be starting back to back, but just slightly a little bit later. McCarthy, hello, lovely. Welcome to the channel. This is why certain info shouldn't be public knowledge: addresses, phone numbers, and celebrity status or salaries. Right. That's a very good point. Very good point. You're just joining. Well, hi, Lottie. Good to see you. I know, Tammy, this is so concerning for her and her daughter. This is absolutely freaking a nightmare. Like, who would harm? I don't get it. Okay, let's go over here for a minute and let me share this with you.
For Savannah once again, who remains with her family in Arizona.
Good morning, and that is where we begin this morning. The disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, Savannah's mother, and a beloved part of our Today family. Authorities in Arizona now saying the 84-year-old appears to be the victim of an abduction.
Overnight, Savannah posting this image on Instagram. Please pray.
Did I already do this? I don't know now because I started my live.
Raised in unison, in love, in hope. We believe in goodness. We believe in humanity. Above all, we believe in Him.
She added, thank you for lifting your prayers with ours for our beloved mom, our dearest Nancy, a woman of deep conviction, a good and faithful servant. Raise your prayers with us and believe with us that she will be lifted by them in this very moment. She goes on to say, we need you. Bring her home.
Oh, we have several reports this morning. We'll start with NBC's.
Okay. I want to kind of get onto this.
Over the years, Savannah's mother has been a frequent guest on the Today Show. The two often sharing cherished memories and opening up about their special bond.
She is an absolutely beautiful lady, isn't she? Both of them are. But Nancy carries her age so beautifully. And you can see she's warm, she's loving, she's caring.
Mom and I feel like we really click as friends, too. It's just amazing what she's brought to my life.
Savannah posting overnight asking for prayer.
It's heartbreaking. Okay, let's listen to the sheriff did a presser. The sheriff did a presser. Broken Goth says, my mom was 84 when she passed naturally. I adore my mother. This hurts so much as the child victims.
Pima County Sheriff Chris Anos. And Sheriff, I appreciate your time very Pima County Sheriff Chris Anos. And Sheriff, I appreciate your time very much, and it's just shocked and saddened to be speaking to you about this. I know you say that Nancy Guthrie has been abducted. What makes you say that?
You know, there's first and foremost, we know that Miss Guthrie is got every, just like we said, sharp as a tack. Her wits are about her. This isn't somebody who wandered off. This is an elderly woman in her.
Well, and there's blood coming down the driveway. Jennifer Swain is saying that the son lives in New Hampshire, and Savannah lives in New York. So the sister to Savannah is Annie, and she lives only 10 minutes from her mother. Now, y'all, I'm not trying to insinuate anything by this, but you always start with the ones that are physically closest to the victim. So family caregivers, people that worked on the property. Out of all the children, I'm just going to say Annie and her boyfriend are the ones that dropped off the mother but around 9:30 p.m. on Saturday night. And then somewhere in the morning around 2-ish, her pacemaker no longer connects to her Apple Watch. Something is weird here. And I mean, like, if it's a family member, why wouldn't they take the medicine? Is there a will that somebody's trying to get their hands on? I'm just throwing stuff out. Nancy went to dinner with Annie that night. She's the last to see her, Carla. And the son is military. I heard that too. Definitely feels personal, Eileen. To me. Very much. Broken Goss says, my first feeling was the daughter that was said to be the last to see her. I'm not throwing any accusations out there. I'm just saying she's the first person to be of suspicion, in my opinion, because she's going to be the closest one to her mother. And then she's got the boyfriend. So anytime you have those outside areas of connections to the closest one, and there's foul play, naturally that's the direction I look first. Lottie says, oh, this is spooky. Eileen was my mom's name, and I just posted about her. That's wild. Supposedly they have tons of money. Hey, Mike's Kids More. Also an 84-year-old who was sharp as a tack could lose all faculties after a stroke. That's true too, but she wouldn't have wandered off very far. Broken Got Doll, that was my first thought, but I didn't know there was a ransom note, allegedly. So, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to change it, the live name about the ransom note. Breaking news, TMZ alleges ransom note. All right, you guys, I just wanted to get the info out there. We're going to be covering this until it's solved. We stay on a case. Just so you know, we're still covering the Thomas Medlin case. I'm watching for any update whatsoever to share with you. And I will be updating as information comes available on this case, Thomas Medlin, Lily and Jack Sullivan, and all the cases that we cover. I love you guys. I just wanted to get this out there. And if you are into pulling cards, I'm going to see what the cards have offered to us about this situation. And if that's your thing, join us. We're going to do that in about 5 minutes. I really feel, I really feel like there's a lot here. But the blood going down towards the driveway would almost lead me to believe, with her lack of mobility, she would have had to go into a vehicle. So whose vehicle is at her house at that time? Okay, let me see what Debbie says, and then we'll get out of here. I wonder if jealousy is involved. I just want to know what the cards, because I could sit and I could give you all this information. I've got tons of news programs, but I feel like we'll cover it tomorrow a little bit more in depth, because we're not going anywhere. So if you want to tune in with me, this is where we're headed, and it will be just a few minutes. And like I said, I didn't want to drag this out, so All right, you guys, with that being said, I'll see you in a few, and we're going to be staying on this. But yeah, ransom note allegedly on Miss Nancy Guthrie. How heartbreaking.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think that